North Carolina overpaid almost $70 million in unemployment benefits to people, some of that due to fraud. In the meantime, some people who should be getting paid are waiting weeks or even months to get their money. Capitol reporter Michael Hyland getting answers for us live in Raleigh tonight. And Michael, the state's got to fix this. What are they doing?
Right, so they're bringing in some new technology to try to better detect these cases of fraud and bring on more people to look into these possible cases. I also asked about the holdup for people who should be getting money that they're not seeing yet. Amid the pandemic, North Carolina's Division of Employment Security tried to get an unprecedented amount of money to people suddenly out of work, but there have been problems along the way. Assistant Secretary Pryor Gibson said Tuesday the state overpaid about $69 million to people. Nearly $9 million of that was due to identity theft. Is there any chance the state is going to get that money back?
We're being very aggressive on the fraud aspect of overpayment collection, but we just don't know yet.
Do you think you've done enough at this point to prevent fraudulent payments from continuing to go out?
That's an easy question. You never do enough to prevent fraud. We're doing all that we can in the time constraints where we are, but if you ask me that question 30 days from now, we'll have a whole nother set of tools, and 30 days after that, we'll have another set of tools.
He said the agency is working with a contractor to improve technology to detect fraud and tripled the staff working to look into suspected cases. Most overpayments are not due to fraud, but because of errors in the application process. Gibson said the state has recovered about $20 million of the overpayments. We found this out as DES is still trying to implement programs from the most recent stimulus bill. It took Jenny Probst nearly a month to get her payments after her benefits initially ran out.
Right now, I don't even know who the problem is.
What do you have to say to those people who were waiting several weeks at a time when they really needed the money and weren't getting it?
They will be eligible. It just takes some time to get them through the process and get those payments retroactive.
DES is still getting thousands of unemployment claims every day when they used to get only about 2,500 to 3,000 in a week before the pandemic. Gibson said he's asking state lawmakers to ensure that they have enough people on staff to keep handling those claims and be better prepared if there's a surge at some point again in the future. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.